All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out of your day to watch the videos, man. And those that are subscribed, you guys are awesome, man. So, hey, please hitting that subscribe button. I like seeing that number go up, man. Helps the channel out more than y'all know. But tonight, well, I say tonight, this is the next day. Actually, last night, we took Shake and Bake up to Mike. He opened up the passenger side valve cover to see what's going on. And here's what we found out. All right, folks, you saw it on the thumbnail, heard it on the intro. We're taking old Shake and Bake to Mr. Mike, open up the passenger side valve cover, see if it just happens to be the rocker arm or a rocker or something along those lines. Just a quick, easy exploratory surgery at this point, just to see if it's something easy up on top, and we don't have to go into the motor to fix what's going on, which would be more likely than not the lifters and or the cam. So like I said in the intro, here's what we found out. All right, folks, due to some updated policies and security measures implemented by Mike's work, I can no longer be in there with him. So he's now my videographer. So this is his first time doing it, so don't hit us up too bad on the videography, but we'll get there, man. So here we are. He's right now taking off he's already taken off the coil packs. You can see those down by his hands there. He's already taken those off and set them aside. When you take those off, you want to make sure you set them in order so you know how to put them back in the same spots. You don't want to mix up your coils. Not a huge deal, but it's one of those, you want to put them back in the same position that you got them from, just to keep everything the same. So what he's doing now is just taking out the bolts for the valve cover. Once we get the valve cover off, we'll take a look at the inside and see what's going on. So here's a little music for your listening enjoyment while he finishes up taking off the valve cover. As you clearly see, he's pulling off the valve cover, which opens it up to be able to look at the rockers, the rocker arms, the springs, and all that stuff, right there on top of the head. So, he's taking the light, checking the springs, checking the rocker arms, make sure there's no cracks, no breaks, nothing's broken, nothing snapped off. They're all relatively the same. and just making sure of the the overall condition of, again, the rocker arms, the rocker shafts, and the springs. So once he gets done taking a look at these static, as they're just just with the valve cover off, he's going to go over. He's going to try and start the vehicle, so then he can watch and see as the valves, as the rocker arms and springs move up and down, that they're all uniform. They go up and down the same lengths, and they all look the same. As you can see, for the most part, they look pretty similar in their movement up and down. So at this point, we believe the passenger side seems to be fine. From a rocker, spring, rocker arm, rocker shafts, all seems to be fine from the passenger side. So what he's going to do now is just reverse order and put these things back in. All right, so at this point, you see he's got the valve covers back on. No sense showing you how he put it back on because it's just the reverse of taking it off. But what we didn't show you is the coil packs. So he's going to show you how to install the coil packs here in 1 second. So back to the music while he finishes that up, and we'll be back in a second. All right, so now he's got everything hooked back up, coil packs in place, electronics all hooked up. Mike is a clean freak, so to speak, so he's spraying some stuff down there. He's going to go ahead and wipe everything down and then wind up starting the car, let it run for a few, try and burn off some of the oil that came out while he had the valve covers off. Because when he started the car with the valve covers off, obviously it's going to spray some oil a little bit. So again, cleaning it up, he'll start the car up, let it run for a few, and then we'll be right back. All right, now we let it run for a few. All he's doing now is putting back the shaker stuff. So this is the base plate that he's putting back on now. You'll see he'll put the shaker back on there. He'll put the trim, the seal back on there. Pin everything back up, and that's going to do it for his part. So stay tuned. All right, folks, we checked out the passenger side and everything looks normal on that side. So either one of two things. It's the driver's side that may have a broke rocker arm, rocker shaft. Could be one of those on the driver's side. Still could be. We didn't want to do the driver's side. Like I said in the video, we didn't have to go through taking off the belt, taking off the ProCharger, and all of that last night. We just want to do something real quick, just check it out on the passenger side, see if it's that side, because some of the codes did come up 308, which indicates the passenger side, one of the passenger side cylinders. So like I said, we just wanted to check that out real quick. Well, we checked that out, things look good on that side. So next step is we can't do anything, well, Mike can't do anything until next Saturday. Not tomorrow, but next Saturday. So next Saturday, obviously we're going to take the ProCharger off. We're going to take both the valve covers off. We'll check those one more time to make sure it's nothing to do with the rocker arms or rockers or anything there on top. And if everything checks out there, obviously off comes the heads, out comes the lifters, in goes the new lifters, and in goes the new cam. So we're going to go ahead and put that new cam in the engine just to make it more productive for boost. You know, the Comp 270 cam is basically an NA cam built for NA motors. So we actually did buy a Comp Cam Stage 1 HRT supercharger cam to put in the car. So stay tuned next week. We'll be putting that stuff in. In the meantime, I'm going to try and do a drag racing series throughout the week to keep the videos coming, keep the content coming. It's going to be interesting, going to be little tidbits that I've learned over the last year and a half, 2 years of drag racing, and literally getting into the racing scene, other than just the test and tune that I normally used to do. Now I'm into the racing scene, so we can get into a little more detail on a few things specifically towards racing. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, folks. If you're stopping in for the first time, check out the rest of the content on the channel. If you like what's going on, do me those 4 things: like, subscribe, nail that bell, and give me a comment. Until next time, folks, adios.